Paul here with Otherworld Productions and Jackal Tactical. It is now episode 3 of Aftermath, and we're going to discuss the goods, the bads of Downfall 9. I want to introduce tonight's guests. We have Tyler, Coulter, Frank Dad, Greg, the tech, Corey. You guys want to tell us a little bit about yourselves and maybe give your socials and stuff like that? Not your social security numbers, your social medias. You want to start, Greg, down there?
Sure. I'm Greg. I build the high kappas here at Jackal, do some of the video work, help out with the events. You can check me out on YouTube. It's Evil Adventures. Also on Instagram, 4e.wookie. 4e.
Yeah, very hard for you to tag him and stuff.
Yeah. And I'm Frank Dad. This is the 3rd episode I'm on, thank God. You can find me at Frank Dad on YouTube or at Frank Dad Airsoft or Frank Dad _Airsoft on Instagram.
Frank, you're doing that giveaway right now. Is that over yet?
It's going to be over on May 25th or 26th. I don't know when this video is coming out.
Well, hopefully before then.
Hopefully before then.
Greg, hopefully before then.
Hopefully before then. And if it's before that date, go over to my Instagram and do what I ask you to do over there.
All right. Coulter, you got socials and stuff to share with us?
I only have Instagram. It's coltshilston, and that's it.
Yeah. Coulter Coulter loves his guns, by the way.
Yes.
He does. Like, you've no idea. And then TK, what's up, buddy? What you got for us?
So I'm Tyler, the Shepherd's Few on Instagram, the Scavenger as well. I like to borrow all of Coulter's guns. Yeah. So I'm gonna on the Shepherd's Few. I'm gonna start doing T-shirts here real shortly. Just got a graphic designer. Hopefully in the next 2 months, he said we should be having something coming out.
Awesome. I'll trade you shirts then.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Corey?
Then we got Jackal Tactical Corey for Instagram and Sniping with Logic for YouTube.
Sniping with Logic. Corey is our tech here, if you don't know. I mean, just want to say a little something about that. Like, Corey started working for us full time a couple of months back, and as far as I know, there's not many airsoft stores that are doing guns or the quality of work that Corey has been putting out. So please be patient. I know everyone wants to bring their guns in and get them done in a second, but it is just not possible, especially when you're doing 50, 60 HPA builds in the last like 80 days. So please bear with us and Corey. All right, so next thing I want to talk about is we have recently launched, Jackal has recently launched our online store, jacktac.com. Greg is going to put that right here in between my hands, and hopefully you can spin it around and back like this. jacktac.com.
Work for you.
We're in the process of, you can probably do it.
Yeah.
We're in the process of adding items and adding inventory online. When you go on and you see all this stuff either out of stock or there's hardly any products on there, it's not that we don't have products. Obviously, you can see from the background of the video, we have plenty of products, plenty of guns. It's a process. It's taking time. Frankie's been helping during the day enter the items, and then me, Greg, and Tommy at nighttime have been here adding inventory to those items. So just bear with us. There's options on there if you're going to our events or other events we are vending. You can select event pickup as well as ambush pickup as well. We'll bring to ambush, since ambush is still killing it with their 200 to 400 to 500 players every walk on. Even in the rain, 200 plus at the night game on Saturday night. I also want to give a shout out to Alicia Rivera Airsoft. Amazing photos once again at Downfall 9. Like I said, the one we were just looking at, the photo of me and my fat gut out photo bombing the Op 4 photo. She doesn't stage her photographs. They're not staged. on the field. She's in the action, getting amazing pictures. Just please, if you are gonna take her photos and share them with the watermarks and stuff on the leash, you could do is tag Alicia Rivera Airsoft in the photos. We talked about it before, how people have actually like tried to like Google Paint or whatever the freaking Alicia Rivera, like, I will give you the $3 for the photo for the amount of time it took you to try to delete that. So
Don't be cheap, just buy the photo.
yeah. Next on the list here, we're going to talk about some additional events coming up before we get into the downfall thing. So unfortunately, guys, I know a lot of people are disappointed. We did have to postpone Draco. Draco was supposed to be next month at GTI in South Carolina at the nuclear power plant. We had to postpone it. We didn't have the interest we thought we were going to have. We're going to give it another shot next September, so September of 2024. We're going to give it another shot. I'm not sure on the dates yet, but people, if you want events like this to happen, you cannot procrastinate on purchasing tickets. I know a lot of times I don't up the price of my tickets like other producers do, where every 2 weeks it goes up $25 or whatever, and people know that and they wait and they procrastinate. Please don't. If you want these events to happen, you gotta sign up for them. Next on the list, we're gonna talk about a new event. Actually, I'm gonna bring it up now since it is official. The weekend of July 8th, we will be doing an event at the abandoned hospital in Ashland, Pennsylvania. Calling the game Code Orange. All information will be up by the time you watch this video. I promise you that. We're actually
I'm gonna edit this video all night tonight, so
just so it's
lying around you.
no, you won't.
No, I'm not.
But myself, Greg, and Corey are actually going to the facility tomorrow to get some photos, some pictures, plan some stuff out, and also talk about some possibly long-term options at that hospital for Jackal and Otherworld. So just keep following our stuff and get more information on that. After that, we do have Night Sky. That is in August at EMR Event Park. That is our 12-hour Milsim game. That was an event that everyone said would never work. Milsim at a paintball field will never work. We have on average 300 to 400 players at that game every year. It always goes well.
It's my favorite event of the year.
And then the one event we said we were going to try not to talk about, Wishwell will be back.
That's one.
That's one on the counter.
Wishwell will be back in October at Ambush Adventure Park. For those of you who came last year, you know Wishwell is not an airsoft event. It is more of a LARP. We're all LARPers, even as airsofters, we're LARPers. And if it's something you think you'd be interested in, there'll be more information on the website coming up here real soon. We also did something drastic today. I'm going to blame Corey. Corey talked me into it. We invested into a air compressor, so we will no longer have to have other stores and stuff come vend our events. We can provide the air fill instead.
And that's a full 4,500 PSI.
Full 4,500 PSI. I'm blaming Corey because I had him talk to the guy who builds them. So Corey had the list of all the things we had to buy and what they cost. So we bought them. So we'll be setting that up probably next week sometime, probably. So now let's start talking about Downfall. All right. For those of you who don't know, Downfall is a 2-day event, 8 hours Saturday, 4 hours Sunday. We had some beautiful weather this Downfall, but there is always something that fucks Downfall over, no matter what, whether it's the weather, whatever. What was it this year?
Fucking bugs.
The bugs were unbelievable.
Oh my god.
These are still welts on my arms from those bugs.
I didn't know if I was playing Airsoft or Starship Troopers.
It was
Good reference.
Yeah.
it was unbelievable. I remember I went back to the Federation CP on Sunday when we switched. I'm thinking, okay, it's got a little cool overnight. The next day the bugs might not be so bad. It was horrible. I was walking in circles just trying to keep them off me. Maybe we can get EMR to a GoFundMe to spray sprayed the land a little bit to kill some of the bugs.
See, I'm telling you,
Because
the
it
bug
was
spray
bad.
wasn't working.
It wasn't.
It did nothing.
My kid got one of them in his ear pro,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got this he for like 3 days had this giant puff of like ear pro mark all around him from it just biting him constantly.
Yeah, but the ticks weren't bad this year. Every time I've been there, I get mad ticks this
That's
year.
weird. That's weird you say because people have asked me. I've never.
I've never
Now
had
I'm not crawling through the shit either. Like so, but I've never had a tick. A tick on me
I
there.
got that sweet meat.
I had one on my nipple once.
Did you?
It was horrible. Horrible.
I'm not even gonna try to top that.
You're not gonna top the tick in my nipple? Yeah, it was pretty ugly. But yeah, so Downfall is the only game that Otherworld produces that I consider more of an Airsoft game than a Milsim game. We do it for 12 and older. We want to give the younger players a shot to come out and have some fun at our games. It's always been an epic battle. This year something different happened that doesn't normally happen. Usually the Federation destroys on Saturday and the Patriots come back and win on Sunday. But this year something different happened. Who won, Frankie?
Feds.
Yeah, Feds. These are all Patriot players, by the way. Every single one of them. We couldn't find a single Federation guy to come tonight that lived close enough by. But all Patriot players, you guys lost, unfortunately.
You know what? I don't even care. I really don't even care. I had a
That's what it's
blast.
about.
Absolutely.
Same here. I got some good
I had,
clips.
I had some amazing battles. It was fun. That's all I can really say is I don't even care.
Coulter, I do want to bring up. There was a moment that Corey talked about where Corey was videotaping and you turned around and said something to Corey. I went,
Corey personally built a M249 saw of mine, and at one point during a game, I was able to hold the side of the castle by myself. And at that point, Corey was walking up, and I just, in the moment, just told him, this is absolutely the greatest gun I've ever had. It functions so flawlessly. And then had to stop and go right back to fire. It was so great.
yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. How many rounds you say you shot this weekend?
A little under 70,000.
70,000.
3 twos as well.
3 twos.
70,000.
He did it.
I believe it every time I've seen Coulter on the field. He was spraying.
Doing work.
He was spraying.
I love his gun, Corey.
I bet.
So yeah, I'm like want to just go around and ask people like maybe your favorite memory from the event, either whether it was Saturday or Sunday. We'll start with Greg if you have something that really stood out to you that you.
I was very Downfall traditionally for me has always been, since my son is younger, it's always been the event that I get to bring him with me to. And unfortunately last year he got sick right before the event, so I couldn't bring him, which with the Airbnb incident turned out to be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. But,
You mean the incident where you went into your Airbnb and there was hot chicken? Was it a hot chicken on the table?
There was a glass of Sunny D, a plate of hot chicken, and all the pillows and blankets were laid out around the TV, and I think they had just shut the TV off and run out the back door because the back door was wide open.
Yeah, this wasn't someone that was with them. This was their first walking into this Airbnb. Some dude was there.
At least one.
At least one.
Beds were not made. There was clothes on the dresser. I'm telling you, somebody was there.
Yeah, that's pretty strange.
So that aside, this year he obviously didn't get sick and came with me, and we had just gotten him the Crytek SPR-47, which he ran that, but very quickly decided it needs to be HPA'd. And I let him take out my
Usually, once you go HPA, you don't ever go back.
Yeah.
It's very hard to go back.
It takes a pretty killer AEG to get you to go back.
Yeah.
But I gave him one of my other Cryteks that had an F2 in it, and he just lit up and lit everybody else up, and had an absolute blast. And that's really what brought a smile on my face the most at this event.
Okay. Cool, man. Frank, you got anything that you thought that stood out? That was like your favorite moment?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about Airbnbs, I got a lot better Airbnb this time. Last year was like 105 heat index, and we opened the windows, and the host didn't have any screens in, and every single bug in northeastern PA came into my Airbnb.
That's why they weren't at Downfall.
Yeah, they were in my Airbnb last year, but this year it was the Airbnb was great. But my favorite moment had to be day 2. Start of the day, we pushed Mining Village, and all of a sudden there's just a swarm of green. And me and a couple guys, we managed to hold them off for a little bit, and then everyone dies except for me, and I get like 5-6 kills, and then I'm trying to be nice, like trying to not like overshoot someone, and I catch one right here, like right on my clothing, and I'm like, well, I gotta call it. It's a gear hit, but yeah, that was probably one of my better moments for the event.
Yeah, the second day, like the first like 2 hours, the Patriots were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like they pushed the castle, they got the castle, they had this awesome V set up that took up most of the field, and I was like, man, where was this on Saturday? And then as soon as the Patriots lost the castle again, I felt like they lost everything.
I blame it on you leaving.
Yeah,
I
when
think
I ran
when you
away.
left, the second you left, we got overtaken.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Coulter, what? I know we talked about a couple of your moments, right? But what? Do you have anything else?
Day
that
2 of the
stands out?
castle was amazing, but my absolute favorite was at the beginning of day 1. There was a point where both teams kind of converged together near an open area near a helicopter, and it was a good 100 on 100 fight. It was a massive battle, and it was so much fun. It was just both teams just pushing back and forth across an open area, just killing.
Yeah, I saw
So
an
much fun.
epic battle, actually both days, from the Pines out to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That was the area I felt like were the best fights I seen. Obviously, the morning fights at the castle were awesome and stuff like that. But that bridge fight, it's funny. I went over the bridge the one time to take score, and there were all of these Patriot players around this bridge. And they had their middle flag in, all ready to score. As soon as I walk over, this Federation guy rolls out from under the bridge, pulls the middle flag out, throws it on the ground, and then he gets killed. But he stopped 1,000 points for the Patriots. I don't know how long he was there, because like I said, the whole bridge was surrounded by Patriot players.
The sacrifice play.
Yeah, he just waited and waited. And
Man.
he wouldn't be able to do that at our Milsim games because it was with his squad, but Downfall,
It's a lot of people crammed under the bridge.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So.
Paul, real quick, you were saying you were seeing some fights in the morning in the castle. That something changed with the castle this year, right?
Yeah, we decided to have an op4 where we call them the Night Sky. Start in the castle to make it a little bit more playable. Normally, at any event we do at EMR, the first team that gets in the castle normally has the castle the entire day. That's how it normally goes. It's real hard to take the castle once you have support weapons in every tower and every corner. And I mean, for instance, at the beginning of that, Mo with his microgun in the tower just was mauling Federation players down in the beginning of that game. So we decided to try it out. It only lasted about 10 minutes on Saturday, but on Sunday it lasted a little longer. The Night Sky had a different game plan, but everyone had positive feedback about that and actually enjoyed that nice big 3-way fight in the beginning of the game. And I think we're gonna keep doing that moving forward at EMR events. Anyway.
Yeah, all the feedback I got on it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah. Tyler, what do you remember that stands out?
I got put as squad leader. Coulter was on my squad, and my favorite part was just like kind of moving those guys around and staying in the back. I think I fired like 12 rounds the whole game, maybe more on Sunday. I don't know, but I was just trying to move everybody around, and it just gave me great confidence in my team of 5 dudes and 1 lady, and I would definitely play with this crew again.
Yeah. I love your guys. I mean, 0-2. I mean, I see him all the time. He's in here all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're you guys have a great group of guys, like good people, so I can understand why you probably went out there and had a blast with them because they're just good people,
And Bam Bam got at it. A lot of people know this
yeah.
in the area. He just joined our squad. We don't have a team yet, but yeah, in the works.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Corey, you played a little bit as the Night Sky faction. I mean, that'd be your only real memories unless you saw some awesome stuff, but what do you
No, I
think
would
stands
say
out?
beginning of day 1, everybody pushed the castle hard. Both teams just It was fun. There was a lot of shooting at the beginning.
A lot of grenades
A
too.
lot of grenades.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's real hard to get grenades right now, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my god, they're just want $1,000 in grenades and like
So worth it.
like 10 minutes, just kept going off and going off and going off and going off. Did anyone here run an SMG at the event at all?
I bore witness to Phantom.
Phantom ran
His MP5.
Okay, because I mean, we did change something up in the rules this year. Not everyone liked it at first, but I did have once again a lot of positive feedback after the event about it. We made that the game used to be full auto for any weapon class, and now we changed it that only LMGs and SMGs could shoot full auto. And I actually dealt with about 5% of the problems I normally deal with about people overshooting and stuff like that. So I think it actually worked, and we will be doing that for Downfall moving forward.
Seemed like it worked pretty well. Quite unlike my 249.
Quite unlike the 249.
I'm still fighting with the barrel arrangement on it.
Yeah.
It's it likes to shift around and not feed.
Unfortunately, in Airsoft, it wouldn't be Airsoft if everything didn't break.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, we're at the point of my script that Greg gave me, where I'm supposed to mention Wishwell. The reason this is funny is every time we do one of these videos, they're not for Wishwell, but for some reason it gets brought up like 7,000 times. But yeah, Wishwell, October 2023, ambush. Anything else you want to bring up that I'm forgetting about Downfall?
I was thinking we could get into a little bit. I know we were all playing on the Patriot side here, but I was thinking we could bring up a little bit more of kind of the play-by-play of you know, how the game started. Like I was Bravo, and we were tasked with pushing Fort Hood, aka Numbskull, right?
Yeah.
That confuses out of my wife when I call on the score. She's like, "Will you call it one thing and stop calling it something different every time you call in?"
So, for the record, I just learned this year that they are one and the same.
Yeah, yes.
I kept going, I guess Numbskull's down the hill a little further, but it's not.
It's one and the same, yes.
So, yeah, we pushed up pretty hard, and we got Fort Hood, and I could see at that point, Demo and Alpha Squad were headed up towards the castle, and they were getting in that good fight. And I was trying to shoot some BBs into the windows of the castle on the side there. And that was about 10 minutes until my my barrel arrangement went funny on the gun, and I had to swap out for my M4. But where did you guys start? How did it?
We went along the outskirts, and then we got stopped at that rock wall like right away. I don't know if the Federation had just run the whole way up to it.
How far up were you? Like,
We didn't get far at all. It was
Yeah.
easy to walk back to, get revived.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Well, we had made it almost down, partially down the hill. We made it
Mhm.
to Splatter or something.
Sergeant Splatter was where that
Sergeant
bridge
Splatter,
at.
yeah.
I mean, it was, that was a
We made
constant
it
push
almost
between
there,
us.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sergeant Splatter and then lose it. And get it, then lose it.
Yeah, the Federation, I mean, from what it looks of it, when I was down there at the start of their game, it looked like your game plan was at the start, everyone charged the castle. It
Okay.
almost looked like that was their game plan, because that's everyone went.
Because I heard that the Patriots were the first ones into the castle, but then fairly quickly it got flipped.
Well, what it actually, I think, well, Corey was in the couple, there were a couple of the people I talked to that were in the castle during the fight. It seemed like the Patriots did all the dirty work and killed all the Night Sky guys, and then when they were weak enough, the Federation moved in with all their full health guys, and
that actually could have been their plan. I really wish we had someone here to
really talk
confirm
about
or deny that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, like I said, it's all in good fun. These games, you win some, you lose some. Most producers don't even keep a score or keep track of the game. I think that's dumb. I like to keep track of the score. I think it's fun. It's like playing Monopoly. I'm not going to play Monopoly for 8 hours and then no one wins. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm either winning, or I'm either winning, or I'm flipping that fucking board upside down. Is what is happening in Monopoly. But I do want to, like, you know, the guys who ran the command for the Federation, a lot of the Wolfpack guys, I think it was all Wolfpack guys, I mean, those guys are great. I mean, they've been coming to these events since the beginning, and they all were great. Joe and Rob, but I do want to give a special. I mean, Elijah. I mean, if you don't know who Elijah is, he's always has a big wad of chew in his mouth, and he's always in the castle, and he doesn't give a shit. He will stay in that castle the entire day.
Yes.
But I used to always say, like, he needed to be some kind of, like, command, and they gave him the command patch this year, and, like, he is, like, people listen to him, and he's, like, awesome. I can see him being a huge asset as a command role moving forward at my events if he wants to do it. I mean, I'll give him a special shout out. Elijah, you are fucking awesome. You're awesome.
I was actually talking to him after the event, and he was like, "Yeah, no one's going to come into my castle," or something to that effect. It was hilarious.
That's all he talks about. His goal is to get that castle and hold it. That's
Yeah.
what he wants to do. So
Okay.
And that's what's probably going to happen in Night Sky.
possible.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
One thing, some changes we're talking about for next year. I've already started for my next event for Code Orange doing like an overhaul of some of the camos. I've already eliminated 7 camouflage patterns off our list for that game. We will no longer be allowing any kind of Cryptek camouflage at all for any team.
Real nice.
We will no longer be allowing camouflage hats, helmets, or plate carriers that are the opposite team's camouflages. If you still have solid color, tan, green, or black, you can wear whatever plate carrier you want if you have those colors, but you cannot be wearing like a multicam plate carrier on the Federation. I do not want to allow any more Australian bullshit multicam that people say is a green camo, and it's not.
Too close.
It looks exactly like regular multicam. So if you actually look at the rules for Code Orange, I took it down to about 5 or 6 camo patterns per team, but still including the solid colors and the street gear for the Federation faction. I had someone argue with me, but it was like the dumbest argument ever. He says to me, "I think you need to change your rules because black needs to be a Federation color. Every other producer uses it as a Federation color." Is like, have they been hosting games for 15 years? I said, I've been doing it since the beginning. So maybe they copied me or whatever. Like, it was like the stupidest argument ever. I'm like, no, black will always be a Patriot color. It always will be. Been doing it since the beginning. So, but yeah. Other than that, I have very little to complain about the game as far as, like, I didn't have much to deal with. Normally I'll get all these positive comments after my events, but then I'll get 1 or 2 guys like these super negative comments that tell me how to run the games and stuff, but I didn't get that at all. So I'm glad. It's been a peaceful 2 weeks since Downfall compared to normal. So yeah, we have a couple guys here who want to make some shout outs to people and stuff like that. I mean, Tyler, you said you had someone you wanted to give a shout out to.
Yeah, Nico, thank you very much for letting me use your campfire, for our friends using it, introducing Al J, being so welcoming. He's from Havoc. Yeah, just the Airsoft community is great. And I've been doing this for maybe 1.5 years and just welcome the whole time. So thank you, Nico.
Yeah, all my friends that I hang out with now, other than Tommy, I met through Airsoft. Like, I mean, it is as geeky as those on the outside who don't play and don't understand it. Like, I wouldn't give it up for anything.
Like the nicest violent people ever.
Yeah, like all the years I've been involved, I've met some amazing. I mean, you guys. I've only met you guys a couple years ago. I consider you guys like family. Like, this is Airsoft is awesome. Like, if you somehow watch this video and you don't play Airsoft, give it a go. Yeah. If you have a kid out there, like, I want to bring this up. I'm not going to throw out names or whatever, but I had a parent come to me and wanted to thank me because he said, my kid was not really the kind of kid that had friends and did things with people and stuff like that, and he comes to this stuff and he's different. And that shit warms me up, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is what this has been about for me from day one. We've seen so many little kids or even adults that were outcasts and felt like they didn't belong and stuff. I mean, we have every kind of person in Airsoft, every type of person. And if you look at some of these people, most of the times you're like, in a real world before Airsoft, I never would have hung out with that person for a second. And it's like, man, we we're blessed, man. We're blessed to be a part of a community of awesome people. I mean, and I'm not to sound weird, dude, but I love you guys. And I love everyone I've ever met through this game. It's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun.
Love you too, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. But anyone else with some shout outs?
Havoc, specifically Caden. Too bad you're not here this time. We still love you.
Caden got a girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry. That's not true. We didn't ask him to come to this one.
That's not true. He didn't get a girlfriend.
No, he did.
No, he did.
He did. He got a girlfriend.
Caden's got a girlfriend.
Yeah. I like her though. She's cool. She's cool. She comes to D&D.
It's always hurt though. Do you notice that?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
always hurt.
And then Ian, thanks for saving my rear end with the Airbnb. That's pretty much it for me.
Corey, you have anyone you want to throw
Just
in?
Jackal Tactical.
Just Jackal Tactical.
I repped that game, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have as much to talk about.
Nah.
You did good reffing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's. I want to shout out to Jackal's sponsored players and teams. Bad Influence, Airsoft. Guys have been with me from the beginning of Otherworld and the beginning of Jackal. They help out with every event. They help run the chrono, and pretty much anything else I need them to do. They have been awesome. I also want to shout out to Havoc. The Havoc guys were a large part of our OP4. You ask them to do something, it's not even a big, like, we'll talk about it, we'll think about it. They're like, yeah, we're in, we'll help out or whatever. Obviously Frank Dad, I mean, Frankie, he earns his sponsorship every single week. Frankie comes in the store, does our garbage, he sits there and puts stuff on the website, and we never asked him to do those things. He's just a good person and offers that. And then obviously Greg, we sponsor Greg and help Greg out, but you know, this here is happening right now because of Greg.
Yeah.
All this fancy, I know you can't see it, this is all fancy professional video equipment is here. You're gonna put video in between your hands there?
More work for him now.
Yeah, it's all because of Greg and like these sponsor people and you know Phantom, who's actually part of Havoc. Like these are people that were like truly good people. Their sponsorships aren't like about helping them out. It's they do it because they want to help me out, and that's why we have like a mutual. I mean, we have so many people. I mean, this week alone, 3 or 4 different Speedsoft teams. Everyone wants a sponsorship. The one team's like, oh, we're asking for is like 3 to 4 guns a year, and it's like that's you know. We help with a sponsor team, so we help each other out. Like that's how that works. So other than that, I do want to thank the event sponsors of Downfall, Valken Airsoft, who has sponsored us for every single event I've ever done, even the ones before I was Otherworld Productions, when we just ran them under Deathwatch Milsim. Elite Force once again has sponsored for many years. High Powered Airsoft, they sponsor with awesome prizes, and they supply all of our Chrono BBs, which isn't getting cheap anymore now. We went to all 3.2s for Chrono. Yeah, Blue Mag, who was at the event vending. Austin has been phenomenal, and they have some cool products and stuff coming out, but they've sponsored the last couple of years. Of course, Jackal Tactical. My guys are sponsor. We gave a pretty cool pistol away.
Yeah.
The guy who won the pistol not only skipped to the stage, but he skipped in circles.
Yeah.
Pistol's going right here.
He skipped in circles to the stage. HK Army, this was their first time sponsoring. They're getting into the world of airsoft. If you're especially if you're into Speedsoft, if you have not checked out HK Army's products, their vests, their backpacks, their mag pulls, they have some really high quality products. Am I missing any other?
I've used some of their stuff in paintball, and I've always liked it.
I run a HK Army dump pouch, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they're good. But yeah, the sponsors, like I said, these events happen because of them as well. I mean, I think Downfall always has one of the best raffles. Frankie donated to the raffle, and a bunch of teams donated to the raffle. And then you had Phantom, who gave some nice stuff away to like the military and first responders.
Those were some nice Glocks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think we all. I've been to a lot of events over the years, and I always say that I feel like we get some really good raffles compared to other events and stuff I was at.
Speaking of the raffles, there's that one guy that always wins something.
Nate. Nate's from Greg's team.
He's the luckiest dude I know.
I'm gonna tell you this is how lucky he is. All right. So he won this year
Again.
a black and tan two-tone Falcon High Kappa for the second time. Same
Yeah.
exact gun.
Yeah.
He won it once before, but he did something super nice though, and he came back up on stage, and we gave it to the youngest player that didn't already win something.
There was a first timer.
Yeah,
First timer.
Yeah.
Youngest first time.
Youngest
That was
first timer that didn't win something. It was awesome because there was like 3 other kids that were in that, but they all won something. It's like all these little kids are the ones that won the prizes. which is-
That's the
awesome.
best.
Heck yeah! Oh yeah, man, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, can't think of his name. His little kid was playing. His kid was yelling at him like, "Come on, Dad, move up, move up, move up." He came to Wishwell. He was at Wishwell, but his kid won the flintlock.
Oh,
Yeah, he was pretty happy with the flintlock, but
That's a cool. Yeah, we ought to use that at Wishball.
Yeah.
that
Was that like 5 or 6
that's a couple.
No, it's.
times mentioning Wishball?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ding.
Yeah.
One more on the counter.
So if any other thoughts? If you don't have any other thoughts,
I do.
Okay.
I want to take a moment to just thank Paul. I don't think he sits here and he thinks of all these games. He puts all the rules together. He does so much in the background that none of us really, even those of us that help him out, we don't really see everything that he does. So, thank you, Paul. You make this. You
appreciate
make this all happen
Thank you,
for
Paul.
us.
I try. These events have been fun, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, people, not to, throw the business end of things on, because I know other business owners think it's stupid to do that, but like, I've never produced games to make money. That has never been the case. For those of you who know what we spent on Wishwell last year, know that even with selling out that game, we didn't make any. There was no money to be made at that game. I do the event stuff more as a hobby. I enjoy it, and believe me, there has to be some enjoyment because it's also very stressful. But Downfall this year was smooth sailing the whole way. I mean, so was Apocalypse. Like, I'm off to a good start this year. Very little problems to deal with and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys and hope everyone keeps coming out to the events. I mean, I'll keep doing them as long as people keep coming out. Find new places to do them, and so.
That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Huh?
That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I do have something else I wanted to say. I've been to a lot of events, even just this year alone, and Paul had done a shooting range. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
And Corey set it up. I don't remember who helped you, but it was fun. That was a good experience. I suck at shooting. It really shows you.
Well, the crazy thing about the shooting competition is, like, we've been trying to find ways to use it. Like, we are actually, and I'm glad you brought that up. Like, we are actually offering, like, if you want to have us come to a birthday party or whatever, or fair, and we've already done some events. Frankie and Corey were just at a big sportsman show in Bethel. Wasn't it Bethel?
Yeah, I think it was Bethel.
They set up, and the people there loved it and stuff. I mean, they're the Ace Tech moving targets. They're a pain in the ass because they break all the time, and Corey has to keep 3D printing parts and stuff to fix them. And they don't really have, like, good parts to fix them. Like, they don't give us, you email them, they don't ever respond back to you and stuff like that. But at Downfall, Corey had this idea where we were going to make it a little wider, the shooting competition, and put these walls up. So that way it ain't just someone standing still and they just shoot all the targets. This way they got to move back and forth. And it's funny because when I was watching people do it, it's like, in their heads, they weren't fathoming that part of it. So they'd shoot all the targets, and then there'd be this big delay before they would decide to move left or right to shoot the other targets. I mean, there was Demo slaughtered at the shooting competition, but like everyone else you watched, they probably could have got close to Demo's score, but they paused. once those targets were shot, they were like pausing. But the shooting thing was a lot of fun, and it's nice that every year we do it. It seems that more and more people are starting to participate in it. I know after a long day, people are like, they don't want to do it, don't want to do it. We gave trophy out, we gave medals out, and it's fun. Like I could probably sit there and shoot all night at it.
Yeah, if you didn't go, you missed out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll keep doing that at Downfall. It's a Downfall thing. As long as Corey can keep fixing the targets, we'll keep
We'll just
doing
make him
it.
carry them around.
What's the mechanism that makes them pop back up?
Your arm.
Oh, you.
He's the mechanism.
Me the mechanism.
Yeah, right. If Greg, you're out there doing that, you'll be the first one hurt.
Probably.
You're hurt all the time.
I am.
You're getting old.
Well, you know, the arm, the knee,
We all are.
the brain.
It's funny, none of us here are super young. Frankie's definitely the youngest.
I just turned 24.
All right.
Yeah.
How old are you, Corey?
35.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm the old man here, aren't I?
How old are you?
35.
And how old are you?
42.
You old fucker.
That's how I actually propelled myself out to Fort Hood so quick this time. I farted dust.
Yeah. But anyway,
New products.
oh yeah, we do want to mention a couple new products the store has in. Sorry, we keep forgetting to want to do this in the beginning. We forgot, but Greg, we just got these in about 2 weeks ago. If you can see them, they're the Valhalla gaskets for the Oakley M frame or the
Is that all right?
yeah, that's right, or the ESSs. So Greg actually runs these, so I figured it'd be good to have him talk about them a little
I'm not
bit.
just the president and CEO. I'm also the #1 client. These things are awesome, actually. Is this the ESS or the Oakley one?
I just grabbed one. I'm not sure what's on the back.
This one is for the Oakley M frames, but they fit the M frame and the ESS crossbow. And what you do is you hook the tubes from your X-Fog at X-Fog, only
Yes,
X-Fog.
X-Fog. We're going to tag you in this video. We will not carry the Novrich fans in this store. Please do not ask us to carry it. We will not carry it. We do not carry copycats.
So they hook up to the tubes from your X-Fog, which I have conveniently strung through the helmet, and with the X-Fog there,
Your 75-pound helmet.
it's legitimately probably about 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, between all the camera equipment and, you know, none of it protects my head though. But these little ducts right here blow air onto the lens, and it doesn't actually blow in your eyes. That's the cool part about it. So you would think that it would like dry your eyes out, but it doesn't. And I sweat like a pig when I play. Sorry, I know that's gross, but when I tip my head forward, 9 out of 10 times what's happening is I'm dripping my sweat onto the lens, and then when I tip my head back, it rolls down the lens and I can't see. The air coming off of this keeps that lens dry enough that I don't even think about having that problem when I'm using this gasket and the X-Fog. It's worth every penny.
So great job, Valhalla.
Yep.
On the gaskets there. We are selling them very well already. I don't know if they're on our website yet, but they will be shortly if they are not. Another product we want to talk about, we just got in, we got these Blue Falcon Solution chalk rounds. A lot of people were asking for these, especially since all the shortages with tag. These are American made.
Guys, like and subscribe and give a thumbs up if you want to see us shoot Tommy with one.
Tommy would cry like a little bitch. if we shot him with one of these.
Yeah, you want to see it, trust me.
If this video, what's important on YouTube these days? What do people care? The likes or is it the views?
Likes.
we could pick
likes
either
and
one.
Comments.
I think likes are harder.
Likes are a little harder.
More people will watch.
Okay, let's say if we get to 1,000 views, we're gonna force Tommy to get shot by one of these things.
Christ.
I'm just gonna watch it 900 times myself.
Can we put this at the beginning of the video?
No, we want people to watch to the end. That's the
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
But anyway, these Blue Falcon Solution chalk rounds, they're made in America. Go to their website. They have some pretty awesome videos. Actually, the dude shoots his wife a couple times. So if Tommy can't handle it, I'm gonna give him a lot of shit because that dude's wife can handle it. They explode very well. A lot of people say they work a lot better than the tag chalk rounds. They can be shot out of any launcher that can propel this kind of thing, like the tag launchers. And I think there's also a hidden surprise with the chalk inside these things. Yeah,
everybody laughs at the inside.
it doesn't really say on their website, but I heard there's sparkle penises inside one of these, and I apologize. I just picture some little kid all sweated 100 degrees running out of a building, and it just got chalked, and all these penises are stuck to him, and he has to go to his mom, and that's all I'm picturing happening with this. But it's, you know what, awesome.
I can't. I was gonna say, she's like, I've seen this before.
Yeah. Like, once again, I think it's awesome. All the innovation in this sport has been amazing.
Can you please break one open?
No. Buy a tag launcher and you can have a box.
Okay.
But yeah, check them out. Blue Falcon Solutions, and these will be on our website soon. But for now, we have multiple boxes in here at our Lebanon location at 729 Walnut Street, Lebanon, Pennsylvania. All right. Moving on. We want to thank everyone that came to Downfall, as well as thank everyone that came to Downfall, as well as those who joined us and stuck with us throughout this whole entire video. All probably two of you. Please feel free to reach out at us at any time. Come see us at the shops. Visit jacktac.com. Please visit jacktac.com.
Please.
It's a very important thing to us to get that website rolling. We have been getting multiple sales and thousands of actually clicks on the website based on Chris Neal, who designed my website, has been telling me. But we want to get a lot more on that website.
Guys, it's the best way. If you can't make it down, you want to buy it, you want to support the store, you need a mag, you need a gun. It's the best way to get it.
Plus, like I said, the people that always like call us Friday night, 10 o'clock at night, I'm getting phone calls. Can you bring me something to ambush tomorrow morning? I'm like, dude, I'm in bed. You know, like now you can go on the website, order it, and click for down or pick up an ambush, and it'll be there for you.
Yeah.
Well, within reason, like give me 24 hours or so.
Just enough time to pick it up on your way by.
But please come in. I mean, even if you're just coming in to chill, we have a lot of people. Joe Shadows for one, and Terry. These guys come in every week just to say hi, and they're once again hoping for the best for the store and stuff like that. Like, just come say hi to us, man. We love talking airsoft, and you know, Corey loves helping you with your guns sometimes. So, want to thank everyone that came to Downfall, as well as the guys here tonight: Greg, Frankie, Coulter, Tyler, and Corey. I mean, once again, these guys didn't have to come tonight. Like, I just asked them; they all wanted to be a part of this. So it's pretty awesome for you guys to come out. And thank you for joining us for episode 3 of Otherworld Aftermath, Downfall 9 edition. And as always, call your hits.
Have a good one.